Major League Baseball scoreboard: Red Sox on the road to beat the Mariners 3-1. Phillies get a win by double over the Marlins 4-2. Rockies take it against Nationals 3-1. Angels beat the Yankees 3-2. Blue Jays at home W against Diamondbacks 8-1. Reds defeated the Twins 4-2. Mets blanked against the Braves. Braves out on top.
Bright lights, big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. It's Black Cry, Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
DJ Payne, homage to the original host. Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. Relate like all other Vegases. Every day on the radio, you think it's us. Right. We got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy gets off in the cut. But I back up mad mix with the human text. Your music gonna make it through the bus, but soaring for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show. Chris is chillin'. Terminator's chillin', Hall of Famer dropping people, what you think? Layla is chillin', Swervin' is chillin', Cookworth for Billy, and we got mad links. James reppin', Big Wig reppin', Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly Cry, LeBron James is rap. I'm a pro model, I see you bring the cap.
It's me, Chris the Mayor Thomas, and welcome to the Chris Thomas Show. We have a great show for you today. Of course, I have my top-notch all-star team as usual. I got the ambassador of hip-hop, Soren Baker. I got DJ Terminator X, the Rock and Roll Hall of Famer. And I have also coming in shortly the Prime Minister, DJ Mad Links. And of course, our diva queen, she's still filming her TV show soon to be aired in the near future. So today we're going to talk about a whole lot of things. We're going to talk about Tyler Perry tells fans to stay calm. He has a lawsuit and it's crazy about how this happened. We're going to talk about the P. Diddy trial where one juror had to be dismissed because he was starstruck by P. Diddy. And we have something from Cassie. We have an audio for Cassie to play. So everything we got, of course, Soren Baker has his segment and he's going to surprise us on what he has. Also, I want to thank the Cleveland Fly Cry and the Akron's Uncle James for our opening theme song each and every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And also, we're giving everybody a chance to win tickets for the upcoming Ronaldo Ray documentary movie. So the question of the day to win your tickets is, what movie did Cat Williams play in as a pimp with Ice Cube and Mike Epps? Now, this should be easy. It should be real easy. And the number is 702-221-7283. That number again is 702-221-7283. Let me give it to you again, 702-221-7283. And that question again is, what movie did Cat Williams play a role as a pimp with Ice Cube and Mike Epps? All right. Give us the answer and you win 2 tickets for this Sunday at the Lamari Theater. All right. And then today we're going to have special guest Sir Frank Cooper joining us. All right. And he's the founder and CEO of the African American Humor Awards. And he gave awards out to all the greats many years ago. So now let's hear the Barack quote of the day.
Hello, everybody. This is B.O., the 44th, with the quote of the day. Success isn't about how much money you make. It's about the difference you make in people's lives. Quoted by Michelle Obama. And that was the quote of the day. Now back to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team on KSHP 107.1 FM and 1400 AM. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you, Barack, and that was the quote of the day. And we're being brought to you by 100% sucker-free brands. 100% sucker-free brands. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've never tasted this hot sauce, it's coming to a store near you or a website where you can purchase it. Also, I want to give a shout out to Fly Cry. He does a lot of DJing, so I told him I would give his information. It's Fly Cry, SK8, Boy Sean, and that's 213-531-1596. Hey guys, how y'all doing? How you doing, Soren? And how you doing, Terminator X? How y'all doing today? And there go Mad Links. What's up, DJ Mad Links?
What's happening, brothers?
Everything is going well, Chris. Thanks for having us. Another great day.
Oh man, we all good, brother. Y'all family forever. And I know y'all in the mood for love, so let's check out Love and Happiness. This is Diamond D.
Hello, this is Diamond D with Love and Happiness, where I'm giving you some love advice, some happiness advice, some everyday good advice to make your day a little more loving. Now that we started a new year, everyone is at the gym trying to lose weight. But more important than the pounds you shed is having a balanced life. Here are some suggestions on how to make your life more balanced in the new year. First, take care of your whole self. That includes physical, mental, and spiritual. Eat right, exercise, go to church, and do something every day that makes you smile. Second, spend time with your family. Invest your energy in being there for your relatives. Lastly, keep and make good friends. A study by the Australian Study of Aging states that people who have real friends, real good friends, outlive people with no friends by 22%. This is Diamond D with Love and Happiness, and now you can follow me on Facebook, Love and Happiness with Diamond D. Like the page, and you'll have a chance to win a gift card. As always, remember, I'm working to make your day a little more loving.
Happy New Year, y'all.
You do. You do. You do. You know, when she sends these things in, I'm just thinking that when she send them in, if she send them in tomorrow, I'm not really listening to are they timed on one specific date. But I can tell you, I have a whole lot of friends, and I love everybody, but I do have some good friends, and some of them are questionable. Are they really my friends? What about you, Soren?
Yeah, I've had those feelings myself, man. It's strange when everybody's a friend until you need something. Then you find out who
Exactly.
till you need some help. That's who you find out who your friends are. I try to tell that to my daughter all the time. You just gotta treat people the way you want to be treated, and do the best you can, because not everybody's always gonna be there for you when you need them.
Exactly. What about you, Terminator?
Yes, sir. She dropped some gems. Yeah, I find it especially as you get older, you kind of have to weed out, the weeds out of your friends. Yeah. I'm at the stage of my life. I like peace. That's the main thing. But people that's really down for you, not the takers. Get rid of the takers.
Exactly. What about you, DJ Mad Links?
I have a philosophy I live by. I will slay a dragon for you, but I got to see you slay one for
Right.
me too. And if you ain't slaying the dragon for me, well, do I need to say the rest?
Yes. So, hey, that says a lot. But on the phone that we have, ladies and gentlemen, they have a show that's coming there at the Lamari Theater. And this is a friend of mine and a partner. I met him back in the, I would say the 90s. And he did the first award show. Now, imagine this. You're watching Sanford and Son or the Jeffersons or any of those shows, and they're not getting awards when they have these award shows. when they have the Emmys, they're not being nominated, but they're still on for 10 years. So I have the founder that took the first approach back many years ago, and I was there with the Richard Pryor, the Ronaldo Rays, the Red Fox. I was there. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone is a good friend and the CEO of the African American Humor Awards, who gives his awards to everyone. Recently, he gave the award to Jay Leno, and I think Jimmy Kimmel is on the list also. How you doing, Frank?
Good morning, good morning, good
Sir,
morning, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing? Say hello to the gang.
Hello, gang. It's nice to hear all these different voices coming from different places.
Exactly. That's what we have. We have from LA to North Carolina and right now in Canada. Oh, Canada.
Look out. Oh, look out.
So, Frank, I want to ask you a question. And guys, if y'all have any questions, you can ask them also. What year did the award show start? And of this day, how many years has it been?
Well, we started in 1989 is when the concept of the idea was born, and we executed it in 1990. And that first show, Chris the Mayor Thomas was my co-host, along with the first Carly B in music that everybody talk about twerking and sexuality. And that woman's name was Millie Jackson, one of the baddest soul singers on the market. So when y'all see Carly B doing what she's doing, once again, history repeating itself. Somebody did it before her, and that woman was Millie Jackson.
Yes, and guess what? I saw the Little Richard documentary, and everybody admitted, Pat Boone, everyone admitted they took it from Little Richard. So I want to ask one more question. I'm gonna let the team chime in. Name some of the recipients who has received the AHA Awards, and name some of those who sent the acceptance letters in to you.
Well, guys, this is going to be a historical list, a list of greatness. And when you hear the greatest of all times, this is what it started out with. For example, Flip Wilson, first black man, first black comedian to cross-dress on national TV, dressed up as Geraldine with a boyfriend, a mythical boyfriend named Killer. He not only wrote the show, produced the show, directed the show, as well as created the show, but he owned the show. First black man. Then you go to Dick Gregory. Everybody know who Dick Gregory is. Dick was the first black man to run seriously in a primary for the president of the United States, and he did it by using comedy. And let's move to Red Fox. Red Fox broke ground, gave a lot of people jobs. He couldn't get along with the studio because Red was a very demanding person, and he wanted to be treated with pride, dignity, and respect, which is part of our mantra. Let's move to Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor. Everybody know who Richard is, know what he did, how he changed the face of comedy. Let's go into the minorities. Margaret Cho, the first Asian woman to have a national TV sitcom on national TV, we honored her. Let's go to the Hispanic community. Paul Rodriguez, a guy by the name of Freddie Prinze, the first Hispanic man to have a national sitcom show on national TV. So my organization have broke ground with all these legendary comedians all the way up until the ones that we are planning to honor next year, which could consist of Jamie Foxx, Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, Martin Lawrence, Little Duval, and a host of others, as well as some other white comedians. We also have on the list was Jimmy Kimmel, as well as
As
that used to do a great impression. Chris, I know you know him. Used to do a great impression of Muhammad Ali, white guy.
yeah, yeah. I know you're talking about Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal. Billy Crystal.
Yes, 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 yes. So those are the
So
people.
so hold on for a second. Anybody want to ask him a quick question?
Yeah, Chris, I did. We got a second. So it's
Yes.
honest with you, Frank. But the one thing I wanted you to explain is how did you, with the African American Humor Award Society, but also with, I'd read about your issues getting into your apartment at Gramercy Place. How did you understand, realize, and appreciate that you needed to use things that others would take as setbacks and things that would end their opportunities as launching pads for your opportunities?
Wow, good question. The historical moving into this place, Gramercy Place, brand new condominium complex in LA. I was the first to go into that place and I had to sue them to get in. But after I got in, the next person that came in was a young, starving comedian by the name of Jamie Foxx and singer. When Jamie Foxx came to LA, he came to be a singer. I talked to Jamie about, after I saw him perform, how funny he was, and I said, man, instead of you concentrating on trying to get somebody to give you a record deal, why don't you just start doing your comedy, and as good as you are, you can start making money on that and finance your own thing. Then Chris Tucker came in. Chris Tucker told him the same thing. Stop going to these black comedy clubs, go up in Hollywood. You're funny as hell. Somebody might discover you. And then we had a guy named Mark Curry, TV show Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I still got the original script of that show. The original script of that show, Mark gave it to me, asked me to read it, and give me my opinion whether he should accept it or not. I read it, told Mark the next day, take this. You are guaranteed 6 weeks of a $20,000 check every week, and if they pick it up, ain't no telling how long it'll run. Plus, you're making money on the weekends. Plus, you can charge people more money because now you're on a TV show. So if they cancel it after 6 weeks, you done still made money and your popularity is out there.
That's right. That's right. So Frank, hold on a little second. We got this show that's coming on this week at the Lamari Theater, and people can buy tickets at the Ronaldo Ray Premier.eventbrite.com. And just on that, this is the AHA Sin City Comedy Spotlight, and we're going to play again a little bit more of Ronaldo Ray. So let's check it out.
Okay.
It's good to look out and see some couples. It's good to know that men are once again taking somebody's wife out. I like to say, gentlemen, women taking over. Men, we are being abused because we're falling in love. Back when I last played Apollo, men didn't fall in love. Love was overnight. Love was simply a strong affection, a tight connection, and a moment's recollection. Now we falling in love. Man sitting at the bar crying in my bed. Talking about cigars. Cigars. I say, who's gone? He said, my wife left me. I said, drink up, fool.
Ronaldo Ray. That was Ronaldo Ray. So now, ladies and gentlemen, Terminator, what kind of music do we got? Terminator, what kind of music do we have?
We got Tina Marie, we got New Edition, 112, the Bangles, High Five, and Tom Jones.
All right, hold on, Frank, and here we go with Terminator's R&B Monster Mix. Let's check it out.
Terminator X.
Yes, and OP, that's me. All these ladies in the place to be. Because they all love me. There's so much ladies in the place to be. Kind of hard being Snoopy or Double G, but enough away. Keep coming up, macking on chicks like every single day. Hey, show you a little something for you, and me and your friends could go with all that donkey. Give it here, here.
So lost and all alone, I wanna take you in my arms, tell you that you're home. I look into your eyes, 'cause I know you very well. I see a mirror of my life, a reflection of myself. The sun comes up, the sun goes down, and in between you try to make it seem like something counts. Searching here, searching there. For a dream that'll make it seem like someone cares.
It's the air, 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 the air. Let me tell you what I wanna do. Let me show you what I feel new. Wanna sex, wanna ride with you. Wanna taste, wanna put my lips all over you. Can't get enough of you. Always take good for you. So sweet, so very wet, so good, girl, you make me sweat. Girl, I'm talking about this ain't me.
Let's go.
Stop the old painting, don't not do, maybe with the time down, don't you know? If they move too quick, oh, they're falling down like a domino. All the buzz on men by the night, I got the money on the deck. Cold crocodiles, the heat on your cigarette. Foreign back to the hookup, I say. Walk like an Egyptian.
Terminator X.
Playing the kitchen game. You keep me looking forward to another day. All along, we've been together. Baby, I never felt so good. 'Cause baby, you such a good time.
Let's go. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. It's not unusual to have fun with anyone. But when I see you hanging about with anyone, it's not unusual to see me cry. It's not unusual to go so tired. But when I see you out in a fire, such a cry. If you should ever want to be loved by anyone, it's not unusual that happens every day. No matter what you say, it happens all the time.
All right, all right. That was awesome, Terminator. And you got my man in there, Tom Jones.
Tom
What's
Jones.
new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. And it's
Wow.
awesome. That's awesome. Hey, this is the Chris Thomas Show, sponsored by 100% Sucker Free Brands with the top-notch all-star team. We got Thorne Baker, the ambassador of hip-hop. Terminator X, if you've been to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, that's where he is. The Prime Minister, DJ Mad Links. And, of course, we always give a shout-out to Layla Lopez. So now we're going to get with our topic. We also have Sir Frank Cooper on the phone from the AHAs. So let's get to our first topic. Terminator, Soren, it's done happened again. Tyler Perry this time has been accused of sexual harassment. No, it's not by a female. It's not by a little girl. It's about a dude, said Tyler Perry, sexual harassed him in his house after drinking too much. I think that's how the story went. So what do y'all feel about it? Let's go with Mad Links first.
Are we surprised that it came from a man? I'd be surprised if he got accused of sexual assault by a woman.
Well, I mean, that's
That'd have
crazy.
been a
Well,
shock.
it's saying a guy from the TV show that Tyler Perry is the producer of, The Oval Office, went over to his house and had to spend the night, and he woke up, and guess who was behind him?
Oh yeah,
Tyler.
trying to get into the Oval. He was trying to get in all the way into the Oval Office, according to the reports and the lawsuit. And it gets deeper. There was another accusation by an actor by the name of, I believe it was Christian Keys, who had a similar type of diatribe, although he did not name nor Tyler Perry or anyone else. He just said a high-powered individual dating back to 2005, and apparently that is around the same time that Christian Keys was a part of a Tyler Perry project. So, you know, hey, I like I said, I'm not surprised. I do hope that I always hope that whoever's accused of this is actually innocent, because that would mean that whoever is the survivor of such a heinous act, it didn't happen. But I don't know, man. Like Medea's going down, it look like, because your man got receipts.
All right. What about you, Soren?
I'm sorry. Before you get there, I just want to say I'm not a Tyler Perry fan of his product. Salute to the man for all he's done. But wasn't there a movie called Medea Goes to Jail?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay. Documentary. Part 2 is gonna be a documentary.
What about you, Soren?
Mad Lynch, you saying that's some foreshadowing, huh? But the thing that I say about all of this is, and the recurring theme of all this is, these mostly men in these extreme positions of power. It just baffles me that they leave all these digital breadcrumbs and clues of their alleged transgressions that are so easy to prove and so easy to document and so easy to detail. These dudes are some of the most powerful people in entertainment and the planet in some ways, and yet they make these juvenile mistakes that you would have learned in like texting 101. Like, what are you doing? And that's the thing that no matter who it is, when it happens, who's accused, who brings the charges, that's the thing that always just shocks me. Like, oh yeah, he texted me 84 times in a row. Like, wait, what?
Yeah, and you know, I know Tyler when he first started out. So that's, you know, I hope not. What about you, Terminator?
Yeah, I'm with you. I just on these things I shake my head up. I hope it's not true, but yeah, we're living in the digital. We're living in a new time. We're living in the age of Ring, the Ring doorbell. I mean, everything you do, it can be recorded or on video. So you gotta, people need to keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hey Frank. So what do you think, Frank?
Well, I think there's a whole new meaning now to the word Oval Office or Oral Office.
Yes, sir. So look, this is Tyler Perry's response. I think Terminator, we have the clip. This is Tyler Perry's response, a quick response. All right, let's listen to it.
He's got the whole world in his hands. Got the whole world in his hands. Hey, I'm just sitting here on my porch, just looking. What am I looking at? I'm looking to the hills from whence cometh my help. For my help, some of y'all know the rest. I just wanted to come on and just tell everybody, just be as calm as you can.
All right, so that was it, simple.
Your man Tyler Perry sounded like he's about to do a duet with R. Kelly.
Okay, now we're gonna go to your video that you want to talk to about Cassie. Cassie, go ahead, DJ Mad Links.
Well, as always, in a case so exorbitant with so many details, with so much happening in it, the likelihood of it just being one evil individual is none. All right, and as I always say, man, there's usually a lot of these people who claim victimhood usually at some point were a participant. And at some point, they will also wield in the same time. There's audio from Cassie that she recorded herself doing her best Diddy impression. I'll let y'all judge for yourselves.
All right, here we go. Cassie. Cassie.
Oh. Terminator, you got it?
Cassie. Could it come? Okay, we'll go back to Cassie. This is the Chris Thomas Show. We're going to do a station ID and we'll be right back. All right.
You're listening to the Chris Thomas Show with Lalo Lopez, DJ Mad Links, Terminator X, and Soreen Baker on KSHP Radio, 107.1 FM and 1400 AM.
I gotta get my iPad off the window.
All right. We're back to the Chris Thomas Show with the top-notch all-star team. We got Soreen Baker, we got Terminator X, we got DJ Mad Links, and of course we got Sir Frank Cooper, sponsor of the CEO of the African American Humor Awards. That's the AAA. So we're gonna move right along.
Hold on, I think I got it figured out.
You got it?
I think I got it.
Okay. So let's check out Cassie. Cassie. It sounds a little bit like laughing. Cassie.
You don't have to see it, but it's my life and I'll kill you. Yeah, but no, I will kill you if you don't show me right now. I will kill you and I will hide you and I will cut you up and put you in the dirt right now. Pull it up. If you have it, pull that up. Because if not, I'm going to kill you and then he's going to kill you again. So just do it. Pull that up right now. You got that pull that up. I'm going to kill you. You don't understand. I don't give a
Wow, that's deep. Deep because I mean, can the defense use that in court, showing that she was violent?
I personally believe that it's just a tool for defamation. Like even with the playing of the actual assault video from Diddy, it really served nothing else other than to defame the moral character of Sean Combs. So there's no part of the RICO Act or RICO trial that they're going to be able to get charges on that because domestic violence is not a federal crime. So I think that this would be in part to possibly discredit Cassie. But how much damage it will actually give, that will be remain to seen by the remaining jurors who are left, who are not enamored by Diddy.
Okay. What about you, Soren?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an unfortunate thing, but again, as we've been talking about now for weeks, I'm just wondering when, where, how these RICO charges are coming and all this international, interstate sex trafficking and drug dealing. But for people that I've seen, because of the juror dismiss and the jury illnesses, some of the witnesses are going to have to wait, including his white drug mule. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with that as early as tomorrow. I mean, Friday. Yeah, tomorrow. So crazy stuff going on. That's for sure.
Okay. That's deep. That's deep. So I want to ask Frank another question. I mean, we're gonna. So I'm, it's still gonna go on. This trial is still in court. So we can keep talking about it. We're gonna always keep talking about it. I want to ask Frank again. Did you ever give Ronaldo Ray one of your AHA awards?
Yes, we did. As a matter of fact, Ronaldo received 2 awards from us, one for writing and one for stand-up comedy. And a piece of that is in this film of him talking about receiving that award from us, along with another guy that went on to be extremely famous before he became famous. We were the first organization to give Steve Harvey any award of its kind for a TV show he did, his first TV show called Me and the Boys. And I can't get this brother to return a phone call now.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, Steve is very, very busy, and I think he got his own problems. But I want to let everybody know that's going to happen this Sunday at the Lamari Theater. And you can get tickets at the Ronaldo Ray premiere at Eventbrite.com. And of course, Cat Williams is going to be in the documentary. Kim Whitley, Marla Gibbs, and happy birthday, Marla Gibbs. She's 94 years old. And Tommy Chung. So, and then we got a comedy show with Howie Bell, Brian Hooks, Clarence Porter, and Big Reds from the 5 Heartbeats will be there, and I will be your host. So we got another clip before we get to Soren. We got another clip that we want to do. We'll go ahead and find out. Soren, so what's happening with you?
Well, today I wanted to pay homage to another late great producer, the 45 King, DJ Mark the 45 King. And when I interviewed him for my YouTube channel, Unique Access Entertainment, he was telling me some stuff about record labels, but then also how the artists kind of look at things the wrong way too, which I thought was an interesting perspective, because a lot of time we just hear about the terrible record label. So I wanted to, it was great and interesting hearing DJ Mark the 45 King break it down. Of course, for those that know, we did a lot of great stuff with Queen Latifah, Flavor Unit, Eminem, Jay-Z, among many, many others. So Terminator, if you got it ready, let's play it.
Let's go. Let's go to the audio tape.
I'm good. I got a record deal. You was lucky. You was there at the right spot. Yeah, you're okay. But everybody has a record deal. I haven't actually met too many people that was happy with their record label. They didn't promote me right. They didn't do this right. They didn't do that right. Who knows? They might be right. They might just suck. When you get a record.
So
all right.
Yeah, right
Go
there.
ahead.
I thought that was a very powerful clip. Terminator X, as somebody who's seen a lot of artists, been around artists, been affiliated and on different record labels and put out a lot of stuff with a lot of different artists. What do you think of what 45 King was saying about the labels and the artists both potentially overvaluing themselves?
Yeah. It's two sides to that. Sometimes the artist, like you said, is whack, But it's sometimes the label is whack. You know what I mean? Sometimes people get put behind, like if you got Jay-Z on the label and then you got some new guy, they're gonna give their attention to Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So it could be just that, simple as that, or maybe you just nobody's checking for you. So that's your problem.
And Mad Links is somebody who's interviewed hundreds of artists too, man. You've seen a lot of different stories, heard a lot of different things. What do you think of what DJ Mark the 45 King said?
Yeah, man, record companies suck, man. Always have, always will. It's even worse now in the streaming era. But ultimately, it's like artists have always been getting robbed, and they just getting jerked even worse now. But if you take a look historically at the amount of money, everybody thinks that just because you were on TV, just because you were in a movie, just because you have a record that came out, that somehow somebody handed you an 8-figure bank account and a Rolodex full of the best business people in the world to be your best friends with, and that just ain't the case. So quite often these artists who are releasing music actually release it for no other reason financially other than to be able to do tours and try to do other deals. But now in the era of the 360 deal, it's even worse for them.
It is. And I guess what? I did a rap record, and I'm still waiting for my compensation. And that record is around about 20 years old. Where is my money? Or I'm gonna bring the top, or I'm gonna bring the top-notch team. Go ahead, Terminator.
Terminator. I agree. It's worse than it's ever been. The streaming is terrible. However, in this age of internet, I think there is a better opportunity if you blow up on social media. There's a lot of folks that blow up on social media. That avenue wasn't available back in the day. You know what I mean? So there's pluses and minuses. If you can blow up on your own and shop your own stuff, that's big bucks. You can bypass the record business.
So what Terminator is actually saying, how they used to go to the movie theater and film the movie and then sell them on DVD. I just think the money that cats could have gotten from record deals, or the right way. I'm not saying the social media is the wrong way, because don't forget they're new, so everybody think that they're gonna come out with something a little bit different than the people in the past. Like what DJ Mad Links is about to hip us to. Some new song you talking about, DJ Mad Links?
Man, let me talk to you all about what broke the internet. Soren, Terminator, I really am curious to hear what your thoughts are, as well as you, big homie.
Right.
I actually had to do a deep dive and really think about who is the best hip hop duo. Now, again, duo. I'm not saying group, duo. And it really struck me that I had to come down to and say, man, I think for me, the Clips is the best hip hop duo in history. Now, that's not to take anything away from EPMD, Mobb Deep, so many of the other classic hip hop duos, once again. But they have come, and they ain't just came to just come back. They coming to snatch souls. Let me tell you, this song called So Be It, So Be It is the second release off of their upcoming album called Let God Sort Them Out. It is totally produced by Pharrell, formerly of the Neptunes, and there is actually a part of the song that addresses the fact that there is no more Neptunes. So this is just a lyrical onslaught. I pray that this opens up the floodgates for artists of this ilk and like this to understand that they can come back. Because I promise you this right now, there is not an artist of this current generation of young artists who can do anything like this. Not even close. Not anybody who's in the mainstream. It might be somebody on the underground who's like, a real hip hop connoisseur and hip hop historian. But like these dudes who barely can speak English, ain't none of them got nothing for this right here. And I will just save you guys the hassle of trying to figure out the third verse by the legendary Pusha T. He's totally going after the soul of the one and only Travis Scott. So if Travis Scott somehow comes up missing, if he should do some type of self harm, I hope that Pusha T doesn't have to suffer any charges, any criminal charges, because if anything will push him to that, it would be their song. So this is the clips. So be it. So be it. Totally has broken the internet. I hope y'all enjoy it right here on the Chris Thomas Show.
Let's do it.
16,000 square, 8 million up there, 2 million down here. When I was born, grandmama could see it. I be Bentley driven and very strategic. RM sleeve, no diamonds are needed. Floors are heated, so be it, so be it. With P, get something to meet you. Your soul don't like your body, we help you free it. Then we wait for TMZ to leak it. It ain't no secret, so be it, so be it. Mo, so be it, so be it. Mo, so be it. CLIP, SCFB, A-Ball LV. I can show you how to bust a brick if you let me. I monogram like confetti. Switch is ready. She leaning on Celine cause she ain't stepping into Seppi. Catch a $150 like each Pirelli. I got 8 of them, call me Andretti. If I'm not in the telly, selling the Yeti, then I'm twirling your like she in spaghetti. Heavy, circle back and come and get this Kelly. And your ears too, if you want them blue like Belly. Lot of jetting, Prada bedding, 911s. I'm no who with what's what. Papa Heaven, go around and get your body traced trying to test me. Cause that I'm with like to draw when it's sketchy. If they catch me, don't forget me. Resurrect me. Buy your dog tags the same place that they forget me. Ski. This is culture. No. So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it. You ain't solid, ain't valid, you ain't malice. Been quiet, ain't riot, you ain't Paris. Blow money, owe money, we ain't balanced. You ain't believe, God did, you ain't Khaled. All black, back to back, this ain't traffic. Can't wrap your head round that, you ain't Arab. Y'all tweet, bird talk, we all parrot. Lone Star, front the border, we like Dallas. 21, gun the loot, we been savage. Tag 'em up, add 'em up, savage. Fly 'em in, fuck 'em out, only the baddest. If I had her, then you had her, she never mattered. Whipped upon the stars of my roof, they all scattered. Ain't no more Neptune, so peace Saturn. Off the first key up, they re-up. It's the pattern, like middlemen, they killing them, you know what happened.
I can tell you, well, it is
So be it, so be it. Smoke.
Mr. Thomas.
So be it. You cried in front of me. You died in front of me. Calabasas took your pride in front of me. Her utopia had moved right up the street. And her lip gloss popping. She ain't need you to eat. The neck gon' call it the way that they see it. But I got the video, I can share and AE it. They wouldn't believe it, but I can't unsee it. Lucky I ain't TMZ it. So be it, so be it.
This is culture in the first
No.
place.
So be it, so be it. Smoke. So be it, so be it.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is hip hop right there. If you didn't know, that is hip hop music.
Yeah, that is great. That is great. The Clips, everybody. Their name is The Clips. So I'm sure you'll be following them. If you said that they're breaking records on internet and everything, I'm sure we're gonna hear a lot about them. So right about now, we want to check out, have our message of the day. We always like to leave you with something positive, but we're going to be back with the Top Notch team. That's Soren Baker, DJ Terminator X, and DJ Madlin. So let's check out our message of hope.
Good morning. Our passage is from Psalms 25:12. Who is the man who fears the Lord? He will instruct him in the way he should choose. Devotional. God's plan is his desired or permissive will. This is where the Lord has expressed his will, and we have the opportunity to honor him or go our own way. The Lord's desired will is neither irresistible nor unconditional. Rather, God gives you choices so you can exercise your free will in obeying him. He does so for the purpose of having a genuine love relationship with you. For example, consider Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. Why did the Father leave them with this one prohibition? For the simple reason that the Lord wanted to give them an opportunity to love and respect Him freely through their obedience to His command. Without free will, without a choice to make, Adam and Eve would merely have been under obligation to the Lord God. Like slaves under compulsion, are robots programmed to carry out certain tasks. Our loving Heavenly Father is not honored by forced, unwilling, artificial submission. Rather, God is pleased and exalted when we obey Him because we know that God is trustworthy, wise, and always acts to love toward us. So love and obey God from your heart. Our power thought is, Jesus, I want to demonstrate my love to you through obedience. Show me the path I should take. Have a blessed day.
And amen and amen. So this is what we want to do. I want to get this one subject. Terminator, can you we want to thank our engineer in the home base in Vegas, Mark Hayes, and of course our executive producer along with me, Tony Medley, and all our other co-producers, our top-notch team, Soren, DJ Madlings, and of course Terminator X. So I want to play this last little clip. This is a P. Diddy trial. They dismissed a juror because the juror was starstruck by Diddy, so they had to get rid of him. Can you play that clip, Terminator?
The hot seat. Yes, big time on the hot seat with the judge. But it started, the day is going to end with a decision about the second juror. The first juror, known as juror number 6, that was their badge. But juror number 6 is no longer on the case because early this morning, before the jury came in, the judge addressed the issues that started last week with this juror number 6, which was a question about where he lives and whether or not he should actually even be on this case. And the judge said that juror number 6 had shown a, quote, lack of candor about his residence. During jury selection, he had said that he lives in the Bronx with his fiance, but I guess through conversations he's had with people around the court, it came to the court's attention that, or prosecutor's attention, that he was saying something about New Jersey. And if he lives in New Jersey, you shouldn't be on a case.
He wouldn't be part of that. He wouldn't be part of the jury pool.
pool.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The judge heard this from the prosecution on Friday. The judge then said, I'm booting this juror.
By the way, we should say, actually, this started even earlier than Friday. Friday, he finally addressed it with both sides, but they'd been talking about it for a couple of days before Friday.
So he boots the juror on Friday. Then the defense comes in and says, wait a minute. They think that this juror is the reason prosecutors want to get rid of the juror is because the juror wasn't buying the prosecution's case. Now, how do they know that? Maybe gestures, reactions, whatever. But the defense, and he's an African-American guy who's a big fan of 90s hip hop.
So clearly the defense would prefer to have this person on the jury. They feel there's a better chance than not that he's going to side with Diddy.
Now, let me.
All right. So we got around 6 minutes, so we got around about a good 5 minutes left in the show. I'm gonna start with you, Soren. What do you feel?
Well, if you're gonna lie about where you live and you wouldn't even have been in the jury pool, that's a cause for immediate dismissal. Nothing else needs to be discussed. So if that's true, then yeah, he shouldn't even be on the case, never should have been, and it's good they found that out. Whether or not you like rap or not is irrelevant. It's like you can't try a case in Kentucky and you live in Tennessee. Like, what are we doing? So terrible. Terrible.
That's right, man. That's right. What about you, Mad Links?
All right, so it dawned on me that the way jury selections take place are by your voter ID address. So they're not. This is not a raffle. This is not somebody at a bingo game. So ultimately, this person was selected based upon their address. So let's talk about well, how is this their address? And now, if this is their address, and this person says that they're living with their fiance, grandmama, whoever, and it is their permanent address, then that's their permanent address. You can actually have multiple addresses in the United States at last that I heard, and one of those could be your permanent address. So ultimately, again, how could this person have been chosen if that address was not within the parameters of the area where you can choose for jury selection? So that sounds very weak to me, and I'm surprised that has not been part of what's come up from the part of the defense just yet, because that'll be the first thing. And I ain't nothing but a street corner lawyer, so I can only imagine what people who have had to study for 70 years plus can come up with.
All right. And of course, don't forget, you tell everybody that you got an address in Toronto, Canada.
Hey, if they want to come find me and send me any bills, they can send them up here. I'll be back in Miami in a few days.
Oh, Canada. All right.
Hey.
What about you, Terminator?
Yeah, I agree. First thing that came to my mind was like, man, most people don't want to do jury duty. So he didn't just end up there by accident. At worst case scenario, he moved and didn't update his driver's license. You know what I mean? So it's not like he bought his way into the jury. Yeah.
Right. Well, we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff on the Chris Thomas Show with the Top Notch All-Star team. Is Sir Frank, are you still on the phone, Frank? Okay. But we want to thank him. We want to thank him and the AHA Awards for their contribution to a lot of performers of all races. They did not overlook anyone who they thought that were overlooked, including me, ladies and gentlemen. So don't forget, that's this Sunday at the Lamari Theater and Eventbrite. And we didn't have no winners today, so somebody won't get an opportunity to win 2 tickets, and that was a simple question. The answer was next Friday. That was the show where he played, the movie where he played the pimp with Ice Cube and Mike Epps. All right, and you can see us on YouTube also every Wednesday, Thursday, and every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. You can see us on YouTube. All right, so let's go down the line. Soren Baker, give them your social media.
Yes, everybody can follow me at Soren Baker and on YouTube at Unique Access Entertainment. Check out my interviews, Terminator X, DJ Mad Links, Chris Thomas, DJ 45 King. Man, so many.
So many. What about, go ahead, Phil.
Pretty sure that was Cat Williams' first movie as well. You can reach me at
Exactly.
on social media, DJ Terminator X, and on my website, djterminatorx.com.
All right, Mad Links.
On social media at DJ MADLINX.
All right. Remember, it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. It's the Chris Thomas Show. Thank you. Don't forget on Friday, please buy your tickets. All right. For the Ronaldo Ray documentary. Thank you, guys. I'll see you Friday. All right. It's time to go.
Bright lights, big city. Good morning, Vegas. It's the Chris Thomas Morning Show. Black Crowd, Uncle James, Hall of Fame.
Y'all need to pay homage to the original host, Chris Thomas, the mayor in Vegas. Relay like all other Vegases. Every time you on the radio, you say it's us. Plus, we got Terminator X on the cut. In the public, the enemy gets off in the cut. But a pack of mad mixed with the Cuban cuts. Your music gonna make it through the butt, but Soren for show. We're here to introduce you to the morning show.
Chris is chillin', Terminator's chillin', Hall of Famer dropping people what you think. Layla is chillin', Soren is chillin', Click word for Billy and we got Mad Links. James Gang reppin', Big wig reppin', Akron, Cleveland, LA to Vegas. Fly cry, LeBron James a rap. I'm a pro model, I see your brain and cap.
Yes, sir. Y'all still
There we
there?
go. Yeah, yeah. You would.
Okay. Yeah,
You're mute, Chris.
I gotta go get a haircut. So